This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Socks, Mittens for Feet. It's Friday, March 8th, 2024. And I'm here with a special guest today. Who is this with me?
Geneva.
My daughter, Geneva. And I am Chris, and we are here on Another Great Day podcast. We welcome you to hopefully have interaction, creativity, and conversation. All right, here we go. We're going to start off today with a quote of the day. And let's see if we can have a discussion about it, okay? So you in the car, you're listening, or you're at Kroger, or wherever you're at. If you want to stop and discuss this with somebody, feel free to pause the episode and discuss. So here's the quote. The trouble with most of us is that we would rather be ruined by praise than to be saved by criticism. The trouble with most of us is that we would rather be ruined by praise. Someone says something nice and we think it's fantastic and wonderful and it's all we ever want, or we'd be ruined by that, then we'd be saved by criticism, by someone saying, I think you should change it a little bit. So it's saying in this quote that people really like to have nice things said to them. But sometimes that does not lead to you getting things right or doing things well. And that you will need somebody to help you point out where you could do things better.
I think that's right.
Geneva, has there been a time where someone's pointed out something where you need to do something a little better and you followed their advice and it turned out good?
Maybe at class.
In school?
Mm-hmm.
That should be happening all day long at school because that's the whole point, isn't it? You're learning?
Yep.
Oh, can you explain how you learn at school?
So at school we have a schedule.
Okay.
And we follow the schedule. And when we do math is I mostly know the math.
Is that fun?
Yep.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Geneva. Thank you for this discussion. We're going to move on to This Day in History. In 1979, something happened. Are you ready for this?
What happened?
The compact disc. What do you think that is? What do you think a compact
disc? A type of disc.
Yeah, a compact disc. That is, you know it as a CD. Do you have any CDs?
I have about 6.
You have 6 CDs? Can you name one of your CDs or 2 of your CDs?
One is Celtic Woman.
Celtic Woman? What happens with the CD? What do you do with the CD?
You put it into a CD player and you push turn on CD, play. But you have to put it in the CD player.
Wait a second.
It's
Tell me what a CD looks like for those people who don't know what CDs are.
CDs are circular. They're like circles, but they're flat on 2 sides.
Oh, that is a disc. Yes. I've never thought about it that way. Imagine something like a cake. Sometimes they can be round.
Yep.
And then they're flat on top and bottom.
Yep.
Other things that are round, like a frisbee, is a disc, a flying disc. This is called a compact disc, a CD. And does it have something special in it? On it?
It has music.
How does it have music from plastic?
I don't know.
I'll tell you. You ready for this?
Ready.
There's a little laser. That's right. This little crazy light shines up into it, and inside of it...
And reads it?
It's kind of like words in a book. It has a bunch of zeros and ones that translate into sounds that are going to go out to those speakers and make the Celtic Women songs. Do you remember one of those songs from Celtic Women? You want me to try and sing one right now?
Yeah. Walking in the air.
Walking in the air. It goes on for a long time. Da, 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 da. That's it. That is it. Oh, we're gonna spare the listeners from me being singing.
That was funny.
In 1979. The first compact disc was presented to the public. CDs were developed by Philips and Sony. The companies later collaborated to produce the standard format and CD players like the one Geneva mentioned earlier. Yes, those were all the fun and happening things when I was young. But now, do people still use CDs?
No, they use the internet and play songs.
Whoa, that's even more interesting and crazy. Well,
but it's not good for you.
It's not? Tell me about it.
Music is okay, but looking at phones are not good for your eyes.
Oh, yeah. Using a phone too much might be bad for you, yeah. It depends on how you use the tools that we have.
Yeah.
Well, that'll bring us to the question of the day. All right, Geneva, here's a question for you. And it's got lots of parts to it. You ready?
Ready.
What was the first CD you ever bought?
Celtic Woman.
Well,
I think so.
You didn't buy it yourself. I bought it for you, but it was one of the first ones you received. It says if you're too young to remember CDs, what's the first song that you remember liking?
I like Walking in the Air.
Walking in the Air by Celtic Women?
Yeah.
I know a couple of other songs that you and your cousins really like.
Oh, yeah.
A couple other ones.
And I also like He's Alive.
He's Alive by Dolly Parton.
Yep.
Talking about Jesus on Easter Sunday.
Yep.
He's alive.
He's alive.
Oh, it says here another question for people who are older than CDs. If you're too old for CDs, what was the first vinyl 8-track or cassette you ever purchased? I'll tell you the first CD I ever purchased. And I heard the song on the radio, because that's the only way you could hear new songs at the time, or watch the TV. It just came on randomly. And I heard the song Fly Away by Lenny Kravitz. And I purchased the CD because I thought the song was so cool. I thought it was rock and roll. Kind of like that. But it wasn't really rock and roll. It had guitar in it, and it was pop music with rock in it. And the rest of the album, I realized very quickly that I regretted the purchase because the rest of the album was just regular old songs I didn't know, and the one song was the best. One-hit wonder kind of album. That's right. All right. Great talk today, Geneva. Let's move on to the dad jokes correspondent of the day. Take it away, Wes.
Hey there, Aaron. Hey, Chris. Hey, why did the pharmacist walk on her tiptoes? She didn't want to wake the sleeping pills. Have another great day.
All right, that'll bring us to today's word of wisdom. Today's word of wisdom comes to us from Proverbs 28:23. The NLT version says, "Those who correct someone in the end will find more favor than those with flattering tongues." He who, and this is the Amplified version, he who appropriately reprimands a wise man will afterward find more favor than he who flatters with the tongue. What do you think flattering tongues means, Geneva? You give me a wild guess. You can be wrong.
Like not saying the word not saying the words quick, like blah. Like if you're trying to say blubber, you said blah.
Oh, interesting. I think I made the connection of what you're saying. It's like flat tongue almost. Like you're not even saying the words out loud.
Yeah, like blah.
Well, flattering tongues means, thank you for that brave guess. It means when you were over nice to somebody, saying how wonderful you are. Geneva, your hair is so beautiful today. And maybe it's not even, they don't even mean it. It's so much. Or they just keep going on and on and on.
And the person that says it, the other person says, like, I'll give you a lollipop for saying that.
Maybe so.
That's too much.
And then the other part of the verse says, those who correct someone, those who try to help someone with words, in the end, they'll find more favor. So at the very beginning of this episode, we talked about this quote that said, most of us would rather have flattering tongues with praise than be helped by criticism, helped by somebody giving us a good word. And I think that's true. All of us look for praise, even though probably would be helped by words that are helpful. All right, that's the end of the episode. Let's hit that music. Geneva, got the drums going? Oh, yeah, it sounds great. Thank you for those drums. Our mission here on Another Great Day podcast is to encourage interaction, creativity,
and conversation.
And if you enjoy this, please rate and review us and share us out there. But most importantly, we hope that you make it another
great
day.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye. That's fun.